Five love languages: words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch.
These five love languages are five unique styles of communicating love, which can often get lost in translation. Not everyone communicates love in the same way, and likewise, people have different ways they prefer to receive love. So today, as we loosen up, we'll be discussing these love languages and sharing ways we can express it to our loved ones. All right, so here we go.
The first one, words of affirmation. People with words of affirmation as a love language value verbal acknowledgement of affection, encouragement, and empathy. This includes compliments, a love note, text, or a card.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah.
All right, number two, acts of service. If your love language is an act of service, you value when your partner goes out of his or her way to make your life easier by alleviating your workload. Simple as that. And this can include doing chores around the house, making breakfast, or wow, imagine that, doing laundry.
Dustpan.
Working around the house.
Do you see the correlation of the dustpan now?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
You're taking me back to last
Yes,
week. Yeah.
the dustpan.
So it does work.
It does work, exactly. Receiving gifts. If your loved one's love language is receiving gifts, then they need visual symbols of love. Visual symbols, as Chapman calls it. These gifts do not have to break the pocket. They just need to be thoughtful as a sign that you've been paying attention to their interests. Small things matter in a big way. Even if you give them that pen they have been raving about, they are sure to appreciate it.
Absolutely right. Number four, quality time. I've known people who say, you know what, there's no such thing as quality time. Apparently there is.
There is.
So let's talk about quality time. If your love language is quality time, then you desire to have special moments with your loved ones. You enjoy walks or any other seemingly small activity with people you love. So adventures, getaways, they're huge for this. You need uninterrupted and focused conversations, as one-on-one time is critical. So this is the part where you don't watch the TV while you're having that conversation.
Yeah, or you don't have your phone while you're talking. This is the part.
That's a big one, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Physical touch, hugs, hold hands, just show physical affection regularly. This person whose love language is physical touch, intimacy is a priority. Don't use your word, use your body language and touch to express your love to them.
Interesting.
So which one of these love languages do you gravitate
I'm going to have to review every one. Quality time, physical touch, receiving gifts, acts of service, and words of affirmation. I'm the guy that reviews everything, right? Before committing to anything. All right. I don't know. I think they're all meaningful. I don't think that we just have one love language. Contrary to that, I think that maybe we're on a spectrum, right? So we have a little bit of each. Some, or maybe more of one than the other. What do you think?
I think I have more of some more than the other. Yeah.
So we're gonna go to the hierarchy. So, oh, that's how it is. I'm getting cute here. I'm getting an education in love and love languages. Thank you, my educator in the studio, who's hidden from all of you. All right. So apparently, this is the hierarchy, right? So look at this hierarchy again. So it's words of affirmation.
Yeah.
That's first.
You say nice things and then you get a nice reaction.
Or did I mix them up? I think I mixed them up, you know. I swear I mixed them up. All right. We'll figure this out. We'll have to do some research. Clearly, I need some help with my love languages. I didn't see food here, but I suppose, yes, it was here, breakfast. And that's what we started with this morning, right? So, yes, acts of service, making breakfast for that person.
Yeah.
Although I could imagine that even when we talk about these things, if you were communicating with someone who's using a different love language, this can be a bone of contention.
Yeah, because you might like acts of service, but they do not like acts of service. And that I have found out. Yeah.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Imagine. Yeah, go ahead.
What about receiving gifts?
Well, I'm not a big gift receiver per se. It's just one of those things. I'm not really big on things like that. So I figure conversation is perhaps better for me.
Okay.
But I could see this scene coming out. Like if you watch The Honeymooners, I'm aging myself again. But if you if you watched The Honeymooners, could you imagine the scene playing out where the wife wants to talk and she wants to feel that connection. And well, he'll never do this, but maybe another guy will do this. Actually, pick up the dustpan and start sweeping.
Yeah, exactly. And cleaning up is a big thing for us, because imagine if you clean up and be like, oh, he did that. And I'm going to want to be implied to like do something nice or give you something nice.
I'm kind of curious as to where you'd have these when you'd have these conversations in your dating relationship, though. Would you like literally have this conversation like, oh, hey, this is my love language. What's your love language? Do you figure it out?
I think we should have it in the initial stages, so there is no gray area.
Yeah.
As we would have discussed in previous conversations, it's better to come in being yourself than to come in pretending everything is okay. And then when you don't pick up on what I like, I'm mad at you. And as we said, men cannot read our minds, so we need to be clear and precise. So, Jamie, my love language is words of affirmation. I wake up in the morning, I look like a scary doll. Oh, you look lovely, wife. And you know I look terrible, but I'll feel good. Because my husband thinks I look good, although I know I look terrible. So, yeah, stuff like that. Okay,
so somewhere in there is a joke about a lie that's being told, but I won't mention it. What about you?
No.
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Quality time. What about quality time?
Quality time is, I think that's a big one. In an age when everybody gets busy, I think that's a big one. Eking time out to spend with that person, whether it's a simple activity or just staying at home and conversing with each other. I think that's a very big one.
Putting the phone away.
Although I'm not supposed to say that because this is Valentine's Day and you're supposed to be going big, so you're supposed to be going out to eat and you're supposed to be doing all these other things and taking photos so that people can, what do you do now with your cell phones? You see that? I can't even do it. It's selfies with the lip pursing and all of these things. Wow, it's just so glamorous these days, is it not?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll see some from you.
You just might. But then you mentioned quality time. We don't necessarily have to go out. What if we plan a nice dinner at home in our own candlelight, and that's our QT together? So we sit and we talk, we put away the phones, because the phone seems to be the biggest distraction for all of us these days, and we just have some nice quality time.
That can work for...
And quality time is free.
Yeah, but it depends on the individual, and that's the thing. I think that we're experiencing a changing dynamic somewhat. So, might change with the age.
Although, I still think people like
quality time? All right, we'll take a poll. You let us know whether you like quality time or not. So, in closing, we'd like to share with you a popular analogy on social media that uses burritos. Imagine that. Burritos to depict how to express love in these 5 love languages. So, number 1, words of affirmation. Say, this is a good burrito.
Good burrito.
Wow. Number 2, acts of service. Jew. So, I made you a burrito. Oh, I see what we're going with this. Okay, so, interesting. Man, you take number 3. Please take number 3, Kortensia. Because I'm getting hungry here.
Receiving gifts. Here is a burrito.
So you're using the burrito to walk through these things. Imagine that. Just a burrito. Number 4, quality time. The one that you're big on. Let's go get some burritos together.
From Taco Bell.
Oh, well, I'm not supposed to say that either, right? All right. You're very good morning, SKN. Maybe I can say that. Physical touch. So hold, right? So put your arms around the person.
Like a burrito.
Okay, this one threw me for a loop because I really was expecting to hug the burrito.
No, you have the person like a burrito.
Everything else was leading up to the burrito, right? Yep. So there you go. Anyway, not everyone communicates love in the same way, and likewise, people have different ways that they prefer to receive love. So these love languages are not limited to romantic relationships either, but are also with families, within families, and friendships. So that being said, know your love language, as Kortensia said. Speak about your love language.
Speak up.
And always remember to give love. And receive love
in this month of love.
In the month of, good one.